Man, the self-hook effect is just amazing. Man, this makes float fishing, of course, really fun here with baitfish. Yep, but then of course the big chunks also have to go in. That's of course also such a thing when you're already baitfish fishing for hours and collecting your baitfish and then such small candidates bite. That's of course really a bit nasty. Despite all that, the self-hook effect is fantastic. I grab or rather see that the float goes down and bam, the fish is already on and has hooked itself. Look here, now again a slightly bigger fish, very nice. Yes, and I am very curious what else will happen here because the first minutes already look really good. Come on in. Here a small lake trout and there the next one goes down and is also already directly hooked. No float left in the water because I just have to pull them all out here. So one after the other, although of course I don't really want the lake trout either. Target fish is ideally of course the Kuori whitefish, and that's what I am testing here right now with bleaks. So nicely further out I'll cast a little further, again leave a little slack, so bleak. Then comes the silver bream on top, also that again out. Again I cast a little further than before, so let it sink again, and third the roach. And that also again really nice far out. So I don't have a direct spot here right now, but I cast into an area because of course at this distance, you can't really target a small section very precisely. Well, but it works anyway. And the baitfish of course also swim further and further with time. Oh, there goes something bigger in. And accordingly, you can't really keep it fixed at one place. Yes, as I said, especially the baitfish, they swim a bit around in such an area. And yes, then it just doesn't stay out that they also swim away. Plus, maybe we even have a little wind. Then they swim a little further again. That's dangerous. Yes. And what I try, of course, to avoid here is the pike. That's why I'm not really fishing super fine, because the pike, of course, can also eat our baitfish. And that's something I don't want. What do we have here now? Oh, again on bleak. Yes, apparently bleak actually also works really well for the smaller fish. I still have a few bleaks left to keep testing, and otherwise I'll have to see if maybe... Oh, right. I still have a few ruffes. I'll test them also again in a moment. So again, cast out. I have all rods first set at 150 minute depth, and I am right now in this area because this area here is again and again exciting, also for jigging chars. Here there's always again the Kuori whitefish and such things. So the whole area here absolutely hot. You see many water edges, different bottom structures, also when trolling an absolutely worthwhile area. So here you definitely have to pass by again and again, by jigging, by spoon fishing, or of course put in the bait fish and then see what happens here. And there the next one goes down, bam, on silver bream. Yes, silver bream actually also seems to work quite well. Also in terms of size, that's not too bad. At first I was thinking whether I maybe rather go in the direction of gibble carp and crucian carp as bait fish, but that might be a bit too big. Again a pike here. Maybe I won't cast quite as far. Silver bream, quickly back on, and now let's rather cast here a little in the front. So, and here I also pull a little further, and we present this now also a bit deeper. And yes, before I cast, let's take a quick look into the setup. So like the setup here, all rods are built the same. So I use the Falcon Match. Falcon Match just has the huge advantage that we have a rod here with enough casting weight. And that's of course extremely important in baitfish fishing with the match rod. We need enough casting weight for these large baits. Additionally, we also have to use a big float. I use here the Pomor float. These are the floats that exist only at the Christmas market. And there's already something on again. Look right here in the near range. And as I said, all products where it says Pomor, all products of the Pomor company are always from the Christmas market. Silver bream quickly back on. So now go a little deeper. I go to 190, even deeper, and then let's do even 220, and then I cast out loosely again. So let it sink nicely, and we do the same here. Yes, the rest is of course also, Here you see again the braided line Pomor, meaning in this case, so everything again from the Christmas market. That comes again soon. You can already start saving for one or the other reel or rod if you want to afford something there. It's definitely worth it for many reels. Now let's first see what we have on roach here. Also roach, so far not really good. Again, a small pike. Yes, you see the setups are all completely the same, all built together. By the way, also the Overlord, one of the best reels in the game. Sensational piece also from the Christmas market. So that part is also worth it. Costs there not even 18,000 silver and offers insanely much. More line capacity than the Wenga 10,000. Extremely low in wear and even suitable for the first steps at the Northern Sea. So again, quickly cast out, or rather, oh, there's already something on again. So the silver bream seems really to work too well here. If there now comes a spot where the Kuori whitefish is also in between, that would of course be the absolute blast. Come on in here. But silver bream at the moment for me really far in front. That looks already good. That would definitely be an option. Although the pike scare me a little if soon a bigger one goes in. I am here only with 15 kilos fluorocarbon. That means with a pike between 5 and 7 kilograms, it can already get dangerous, and a pike more in the direction of 9 to 10 kilos will most likely bite the leader directly through. But well, we have to test here. I'll now stay a bit deeper. So before I was here with 1.50 meters, now it goes down to 2.20 meters. I also simply set all rods the same because I have different baits on here. My last bleaks also set like this, out with them, and then I also have the ruffes, and I think I will test them more in the evening hours. Maybe with the ruffes, if you set it really nice deep, even a char might go in. That would of course also not be bad. Bam, and again on bleak. And the self-hook effect is fantastic. That's really fantastic. So this really is fun. And here also already, bam, and even good weights now here right now. Oh, very good weights. Yes, this of course really makes fun. So when you strike here, you already see immediately when lifting that the fish has bitten. Super. Oh, one even jumps outright. Oh, there. Oh, I have to hurry now. Come on in. Now here actually the pikes go in again. Indeed, now in the evening hours, the pikes go in. 220-meter depth. I hope they stay on and don't bite through my good bait hook. Speaking of baitfish hooks, always choose size 4. For whatever reason, baitfish hooks don't really have a big influence. If we go smaller than size 4.0, we regularly have extremely many undersized fish on. So baitfish fishing, always maximum big. We already get way too many undersized fish. And if you then also consider that baitfish fishing until you have enough baitfish caught also takes hours, then at least with the caught fish, there has to be a proper weight coming out. Yes, at the moment, I must say, despite all that, it looks really good. So 18 minutes now here at the spot testing a bit, and yes, I'm quite satisfied. So both 150 member depth and also now at 2.20 meter depth, definitely an option. I can also imagine that you go significantly deeper here and really try to go near the bottom. Maybe even in this area here in the direction of 5 meter in depth. Oh, both again, both, and both already hooked. It is so nice, this self-hook effect, just fantastic. I really miss that right now in match fishing, for example, at Elk Lake, because their striking right now is really difficult. And just here in comparison to baitfish fishing, that's a world of difference. So what do we have here now? The next one already, but again, something a little smaller on bleak. And here I'll already set the rough as bait, and then we'll see if a bit more goes in. Maybe even in the direction of char. The big perch is also not bad, but we don't need him either. So rough, and here again directly a bite. That's crazy. So for me right now, really far in front, the silver bream, definitely an option to go nicely on silver bream. You actually catch silver bream also surprisingly well undersized. So silver bream you catch in big numbers as undersized fish. Maybe that would be a good option to get rid of them all. So out with it. 3.50 minta depth with the rough. Here I go deeper again. I'll maybe go in the direction of 4.5. Let's do 4 minta, but then further out. So, and happy hour is over. So the nice thing in the night is, of course, that the probability that a pike goes in at night is extremely low. That means usually until 22, 23 o'clock, you still have the chance that pikes bite. But then overnight, no pikes bite here. But at Kuori, it's also like this, that it gets bright again relatively quickly. So Kuori itself has only a very short real dark phase. Still, you can recognize by the times that the night officially goes until 4 o'clock. And then from 6 in the morning, usually the pikes bite again. Well, that's a thing. So far, even nothing here in the night. Maybe you could even try with rotten baitfish in the night, really deep down for burbot. I'll test that in a moment, because apparently here for 5 minutes now, absolutely nothing happens anymore. That's of course strange. But maybe also because of the ruffes. Ruffe works usually as baitfish on bottom really well here. Also with them already really good fish were caught at Kuori. Also the Kuori whitefish already went in. So that would of course be something if maybe with rotten baitfish here in the night it still works. I'll test that right away. Yes, so just test here. Not only this area, of course, also from land in the 15 mepa range. Also that has worked well again and again. Also for really big fish, quite a lot was already caught here. Always remember, take enough line with you. Oh, there is something on after all. Very nice. Take enough line with you, especially when you're on the island, you can't just run after it. From this position here, I think with 200 meters of line, you're really well set. Yes, that is definitely worth it. I'll now just put on a rotten perch and then out with the rotten perch, and let's see if maybe even a burbot goes in. Yes, so much for that. Off to Kuori baitfish fishing and test. That's the A&O. I am very curious what will come out for you. Feel free also to write in the comments whether it was worth it for you. Leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, helps me a lot. And then we'll see each other in the next video. Until then, tight lines.